Hey guys, it's me, Ria. Good morning, good day, good afternoon. Beautiful moment of this time, wherever you guys are. Beautiful moment of you. You guys are coming here to create this moment, this channel, this message. Through your awareness, you are reflecting that which your God source energy want to be brought into your awareness for our alignment. So this message today is a power of three message: mind, body, and spirit, bringing together all aspects of ourselves in perfect alignment. Oh, that's cool. So that looks like the triangle. And when we're in alignment, we create a strong base. We create a strong base, a strong foundation for living, creating, manifesting. So when we have the mind, the body, and our spirit working together, we create a strong foundation built on solidity of self, God source energy expressed through the human. So cool. All right. Didn't know that was coming through. Good morning, Pam Gary. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Just hopping on to do a spontaneous power of three. So Mythos is home this week, and we have some stuff to do, but something is really driving me to do and present this message. Whatever it is, I have no idea. You guys are the ones creating it. Hey, Suzanne DeBosi, thank you for joining. Thank you guys, beautiful spirits, beautiful moment of you guys. Thank you for joining me and co-creating in this message. And through one another, we reflect aspects, we reflect sparks of light in one another. So I'll just give it a second and see. Hey, Araceli, thank you for joining. If you guys don't mind sharing out, I would appreciate it. It's a power of three message. Like I said, bringing together the mind, the body, and our spirit connecting to create a strong foundation, a foundation based in greater clarity. I did ring the little bells before I came on to just kind of clear and tune me into that heart space. And I'll do it again in a second for all of us, and we'll breathe into our heart space and connect to that frequency of our God source energy to see what needs to be brought into our awareness to bring forth that alignment to our God source energy, our heart, and to build from a frequency that is in alignment to our heart, not the mind, not the outside solely, but bringing all three in together. All three in together to create this strong powerhouse, they're saying, this strong foundation where you're unstoppable, and our manifest reality is reflecting that alignment. That's so beautiful. All right. Hey, Donnie Dino, good to see you. Salam from Pakistan. I got a job. Awesome. 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 Congratulations. You manifested, reflected. Want to know it's stable in future or temporary? Donnie. I only said for joining and I did join because they said for joining and I did join. Is it stable in future or is it temporary? Because they said for joining and I did join. You've only got the now, Donnie, and all the future is created from the now. So the more anchored into your heart space you can be, the more receptive you are to the highest guidance available to you. Your God source energy being that compass, being that guide in every moment of now. We are creating literally every moment of now. And when we project in the future, and it's okay to obviously have those desires and goals, but when we're too focused there, takes us out of our now, which is our PowerPoint. So your PowerPoint is utilizing all the energy, Donnie, available to you now. If you got a job, utilize it, make the best, be positive, be present in that moment. And even when we are in moments of non-resonance, being in that moment of non-resonance will bring us to a moment of resonance. So the energy, when we're fully engaged in what we're living in the now, from the heart space, in our awareness, that is our light, bringing forth awareness to the situation. And it connects to the universe outside of us, because the universe is within us, that love, that light, that powerhouse. The sun within is within us. So it collaborates to manifest that which is in alignment to our heart when we're present to the moment. When you're present in the moment, you see how something resonates. If it doesn't, it'll leave you. If it's does resonate, you you grow in that even more so and illuminate more light until you use up all that energy available to you now. Then it expands, then it expands, then it expands, or shifts you to another timeline where you are utilizing this higher frequency energy being projected. So every situation, Donnie, is to bring us to our alignment. It is energy to be utilized for our ascension, our growth, our awareness, our expansion. And once we use all of that that is available to us, then boom, or boom, you're going to be shifted to a reality now that is aiding in that expansion. That's cool, Donnie. Thank you for talking, bringing that up and catalyzing that energy. Oh, that's so awesome. All right. So that's such a good message, Donnie, that you present for all of us, because so many times we are somewhere where we're wishing to be somewhere else or wanting to know the other information. But when we're somewhere else, we're really not utilizing to the fullness all of the energy available to us now, which is energy that we've created and projected for our expansion, for our frequency, for our enjoyment, abundance, satisfaction, joy, bliss, peace. And even the moments where you're not at peace, this is a good one for me lately, even the moments where you might not be at peace, you're to utilize that energy to bring you to peace. You're to utilize the learning and the expansion gained from non-peace or darkness or non-resonance. You're to utilize that and allow that to be a tool to bring you to your heart space where you connect to that frequency that is peaceful, and then you shift. All right, this is supposed to be a power of 3, so I'll get on with business. Thank you for sharing out, Suzanne. Thank you, guys. All right, so, oops, my screen is stuck because it's dirty. It's dirty. You know when the phone gets dirty or sticky and you can't swipe it and you're like, trying to navigate and it's just like a mess? And Spirit is using that for an example, saying that we are clearing out all of those energies by allowing them. We clear them by allowing them. We utilize them to serve us so that we can shift to energies that are more resonant with us. And they're all resonant. Oh my gosh. So what Spirit is saying is everything is resonant or you wouldn't be experiencing it. But what's it resonant for? Your growth, your stimulation to open you up. Everything is resonant or we wouldn't be experiencing it. It's just showing us a reflection of an energy that we're clearing. They're saying we're clearing it. Like my phone screen is got to be cleaned and cleared so that I can finely tune my frequency. Oh my God, to connect to whatever I'm trying to do on my screen. Oh my God. So this is so good. No wonder Spirit wanted me to come on. All right. So even the things that we don't feel resonant with are resonating with us in some way, shape, or form, or we would not be experiencing it because your God source energy is creating everything before you. Our energy is creating everything before us, for us, to bring something into our awareness. To sometimes it's simply to clear, to polish, to clean up our energy, to clean up our frequency so that we are more finely tuned to our heart. Wow. Awesome. All right. So what we'll do, guys, before we begin our power of 3 that we are all creating, guys, you guys are co-creating it. And I'm going to have someone pick out the page for me in a minute. And well, let's just tune into that love, that light, that eternal space of love and light and expansion and abundance and peace and joy that is right within our heart. Open up and allow it. And the things before us, Spirit is saying, is just helping us to bring things to our awareness, little energies within us that we're clearing through allowing, through feeling through them. And the more discomforting something is, it's just because you're clearing the energy. Spirit is saying, blessed be those that allow those feelings of discomfort and ickiness and don't try to escape it, because it's through the feeling and allowing that you're clearing. This is such a good message, because sometimes we wake up, like sometimes I wake up and I just feel like, ugh, yuck, like, and then I have all these doubts or energies of negativity arising in me. And then I get a little mad at myself and might say, oh, geez, why am I feeling this? But Spirit is saying, blessed be those that allow that, because you're allowing the clearing through your light and your awareness. So when something is in your awareness is that very light clearing it through your allowance. That makes it so much more acceptable. It makes it so much more acceptable to accept and have that compassion for yourself for experiencing that. It's what you came for. You're the light and you came to clear. Simple as that. Simple as that. You are the light that you've come to bring clarity. All right. So let's focus on that heart space. I'll just ring the bell real quick. Take a nice deep breath into that portal that you are of God source energy, all times, all existing now. There's no time or space in that heart center. It is all a frequency. It is a connection to your highest self, uncontaminated and cleared. Just breathe in. Tune into your highest guidance available. Breathe in a little more. And a little more. Feel into that illumination, that light. Visualize you as the sun shining and clearing the fog, the mist, the smog. And exhale. It is through your light and through your awareness to all frequencies and to all energies that they are cleared. Some energies and frequencies you might feel stuck in longer. You might feel stuck in the muck, the confusion, the unknowing, the unclarity of thoughts. And know that there is just greater alignment taking place, Spirit is saying. Know that sometimes the longer the sensation of time in a situation, it is because there is much work being done, much clearing, much allowing through you, through your experience, through your physical. Your physicality, your body is the living God. And if you're the living God and you're a God source energy, anything before you, within you, or that you are going through is created by you, for you. And your physical body is to experience it. All of senses, the sensations, the ickiness, everything is for you. As you come to that moment of that frequency and allow it, whatever it is, even if it's anxiety. Anxiety is not being in that moment, connecting to your greatest, highest frequency of what is available to you. Thank it. What do I have to learn from it? What is this showing me about myself? Any discomfort, dissatisfaction, it's a tool. It's a tool to bring some energy into your awareness in a physical way, a sensational way, that you can feel it to clear it. You feel it to heal it. Healing is just clearing and coming into balance, finding the truth in it, finding the light in it, Spirit is saying. Oh my God, that makes life so much, all my human mind is saying is so much more acceptable. It makes it worth it when you understand that you really are a master light blaster, blasting your light to bring clarity, to transmute the density into the light that it is. It makes you like even proud of yourself. Like think of the things that you've gone through that were the hardest and the thickest and the most confusing, and where you just felt despair. Those moments were for the master light blaster to transmute, to alchemize, to work through, to clear, to balance, and to heal. And it's done in every moment of you. Every frequency that you allow, you are doing your job. You are performing your mission. All right. Somebody pick a number. We're going to see what the mind. This is the human. So this is bringing into alignment the mind, the body, the spirit. I like to think of the book as the mind seeking the higher answers from the God mind. So if someone wants to pick a page, I'm going to let you guys, whoever, write whatever number I see from 1 to 100 and hold on here. Pick a number, pick a page, and that's going to be our message. And I'll pick the paragraph up to 113. 23. Carolyn, did not see you there. Oh my God. So I kind of saw 17, but then I saw 23, but it was like simultaneously. Shoot. All right, Spirit, 23? No. 17? No. All right, let's see here. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to add the two numbers together because I really did see them simultaneously. What's 23 plus 17? 10, 2, 3, 40? Is that a 40, guys? 110. 3 come, 10 me. All right, I'm going to do the 23 and I'm going to do the 17 together because those are the first two numbers. So that's a 10, carry the 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 40, right? All right, we're going to do page 40. I'm taking that combination, the merging of Carolyn's first number and Pam Gary's first number. And then Suzanne said 113. And then Pam said 3 came to me. All right. So know that this number 40, and this is unbelievable because even in the number 40, before you guys, maybe some of you popped on, I talked about when we bring the power of 3 into alignment, that we're creating that new foundation. The 40 is representative of building blocks and building that foundation, a firm foundation, the building blocks, taking the steps. That's the number 4. The 0 to me is that God spirit energy working in that portal to God, that spiritual wisdom and knowledge, that expansion, and also representing a portal of unlimited possibilities available to us as we build our foundation in that power of 3. So we're going to go with 40. Suzanne, thank you. Thank you, 40, confirming. Math is not my whatever. Especially if I'm put on the spot, and I usually like to use my fingers. All right, 40. So it's appropriate. It goes with the beginning message, and the beginning message was building a firmer, stronger foundation from the higher frequency, which is represented by the 0, allowing and connecting to that portal. We think of a portal as this, kind of just that shape here. So it could be interesting. Let's see what comes. And I always like to bring forth, okay, so this is this is just affirmation, guys. So the 40 breaks down to a 4. I did not know page 40 was actually chapter 4. So that's just spirit, like affirming, yeah, you're on the right page. You're on the right page. And it says God's sense of humor, and God sense of humor always comes to us. Like we think that we're doing something for one reason, and then it's for a completely different reason. Sense of humor is a high frequency. So even in this sentence, it's saying, take the higher road, take the higher frequency, laugh about it. When we get really serious and angry, that just makes things really, really dense. Doesn't mean not to allow it, but always be reaching for the higher frequency. Bring more humor and lightness to your life. And that's kind of ironic or a paradox, because you would think light and humor and lighter frequency wouldn't be a solid foundation, but spirit is actually saying that is the solidest of foundation. A higher frequency is that frequency of joy and humor and not taking things so seriously. Hey, Amy, thank you for joining. Doing a power of 3 message, and we did a collective page number 40, and that is a 4. And we're talking about God's sense of humor, creating that foundation from that stronger frequency, but the stronger frequency is actually being more light like a child. You know how a kid finds everything funny? And I'm just amazed at how they can crack up at the silliest things. And it makes me want to be like that. I want to see the humor. I want to see the lightness. And that's what we're being called to do. All right. And it says, so, oh my God. So I did not know this is what the heading was. Surrendering to it and laughing, just like that kid. They'll laugh, they fall down, they see their friend do something stupid or get milk all over their face or drop the plate of food. They laugh at it. They think it's hilarious. They surrender to that moment, whatever that frequency is. They give in and they laugh and they lighten it up. Where me, I might be like, as a parent and seeing that happen, like, get a napkin and wipe your face off. Help me pick up this mess. Be a little more careful. That would be me. But I gotta, this is such a good message for me. I gotta lighten up. I gotta laugh at that. After all, everything changes. Everything is transient. Why not allow it for the highest frequency? Surrender to it. Don't resist it. So I'm kind of resisting if I'm saying, well, why can't you be more careful? This is something so simple as a parent talking to a child. Why can't you be a little more conscientious? Why can't you be a little more careful? Pay attention to what you're doing. So this is good message for me. I got to surrender. I'm creating resistance by bringing all of those sentences up. I got to just surrender and laugh and say, "Hey, it is what it is. Help me pick it up. Go get a cloth and help pick it up. That was funny. That was silly." So great message. It's Spirit is really talking about the firmer foundation is built in less seriousness, to lighten it up and to laugh. That sounds like me, Amy. Holy shit, I know, I know, I know. And I even like will get mad at myself, but I gotta laugh at that too, because I'm like, man, I gotta stop being so serious. And I'm told that too. But as a mom or a parent, male or female, or someone is a boss or manager or what have you, it gets to you sometimes when you're always like picking up after everyone's messes. And for me, it's like, oh, another thing I got to do. And what we got to do is just really surrender to what's being asked of us now and not worry about all the other things. But I get you, Amy. So this is a good, good message. All right. It's having me go just to the top paragraph. And it says, part of God's sense of humor is exposed through our duality. Yes. Oh my God. Big message on duality, even because I said the lighter the energy, the stronger your foundation. You would think normally we have to have those cement pillars and blocks to have a strong foundation. Spirit is saying the new foundation of our life and manifesting is actually having a lighter approach, not being so effing serious. Lighten up. They're saying don't be, and not that Spirit tells us what to do, it's ultimately up to us, but they're saying let go of the rigid, stop being so rigid, and you can be more flexible and malleable and flow, and the universe can flow opportunities and insight and people in your life. And the laughter in itself is a frequency that activates your light and will open up pathways for you to standing. This is so unbelievable. What's coming through. So it's through our laughter, not being so serious and not having a plan we need to fulfill and conquer in A, B, C to get to D. No, Spirit is saying laugh in the moment, lighten up, don't be so serious. And in that, this is what I like to understand from the human. I love to understand the mechanics or the physics behind it. When you laugh, you're activating light, you're releasing density that creates space to allow high frequency information and guidance to come to you. Is that not unbelievable? Oh my God. And I knew I had to come on and deliver a message. And obviously it's always for me, but those out there, it's for you as well. I come on for my own channeling and enlightenment, and you guys are the ones catalyzing it. Like, I wouldn't pick page 40 without you guys. I wouldn't be channeling your reflection without you guys. So thank you for being here. So what it says is surrendering to it and laughing, and surrendering means not resisting. In that little example, like, geez, I'm crow, why blah, 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 or God, I got to pay attention, or man, or, the criticism of self or others or what have you. It all comes down to our own energy needing to lighten up, surrender to the frequency, surrender. There is no right or wrong frequency. Every frequency is meant to be experienced, and is up to us how we want to experience it. Simple. There is no right or wrong. There is no way to get to your goals quicker other than lightening up. They're saying you want to get and shift to the reality where you're experiencing your peace and bliss. Well, it starts now. It starts now, and laughing and not taking things seriously and lightening up your energy now will shift you to the reality where you're experiencing more light before you, more manifestations, desires, goals, and abundance before you. Son of a bee, I needed this message. So part of God's sense of humor is exposed through our duality. When you actually take a step back and examine our duality as human beings, it's actually quite funny. We're human, we're solid, yet we're spirit. Our work is done in vibration. This is the duality that humans experience. We think everything needs to be physically manipulated, physically controlled. I got to make the money. I got to make the bills. I got to work towards this goal. And the duality is, yeah, we have that physical experience, but the duality is it's through our vibration and frequency that it's actually done, through lightening up and then gaining that knowledge or next step that's going to take us to our goal on the linear physical timeline. That is our duality. We work so hard and we think we need to be so strong, but really the strength comes in the surrendering, the resisting of it, letting go of the limited human mind and the old ways of doing things and laughing at it, surrendering to it. That's the duality. Our strength is not through fight or might or control or manipulation. Our strength is through shining our light. How do we shine our light? Our light is activated every time we laugh and surrender and accept where we are right now. Your God self, your living God, physical being came to experience whatever frequency that you're experiencing. Hold no judgment on it. Surrender and laugh. Say, holy shit, man, I thought I was done with that. Or, oh my God, here goes my ego again. Just lighten up that energy, lighten up that awareness. I know, Amy. I love it because it's freeing. I love to do messages because all messages, how I perceive it, are freeing. They lighten up my density. They allow me to be me, and they give me that insight that my human mind gets from my God mind to understand it from the physical. It's okay to want to understand things and how they work because we came as a human being with a brain, with a heart, with all of it. All right. So the way to bring balance to the struggle between the opposing forces of our humanness and our divinity, which is just our spirit, the part that runs the game, runs the show, the God source energy. But when we allow our little ego to kind of step out of the way, release, surrender to what we're actually came to experience, which is everything. All right. So the way to bring balance to the struggle between the opposing forces of our humanness and our divinity is simply to take a step back from the emotionality of it all and surrender to it. And that's what I just said, getting caught up in the emotions, the have tos, the programs, that I got to do this. And oh my God, now I got to add this to my list. And why can't you pay more attention? Why can't you be helpful? Why can't people just pick up after themselves? And just kind of get out of that real programmed reaction that we have, and we get into a habit. I find myself reacting to situations in the same way I did 10 years ago, even though the situation is different, the frequency is different, the person's different. You know how you automatically will take on a certain energy when you talk to someone because you're basing it on the old experiences. You might have a wall up or defense or expect that person to do this, that, and the other thing, or not hear you, or whatever. So those people are different. We're all different. Every moment is a new frequency to be experienced through our allowing, through our surrender. If we're not allowing that person to shine in their new frequency through our resistance or expectation that they're going to act like they used to, we're not going to receive it. And they're not going to be able to shine it and be heard. And so it's about allowing and surrendering and knowing every moment of now, which is a moment of you, is an opportunity to experience and engage in a higher frequency, not to repeat the patterns and the cycles, and be light about it. And that allows more light to shine through. Okay, so then when we can step back from that autopilot emotion, we can detach ourselves from the emotion, and it softens the conflicting forces within us. So a lot of times our emotions are really got a lot of charge behind them. And what it's saying is just kind of step back and you can release that programmed charge and then surrender it and see the new moment through a new frequency as you surrender and soften that charge. Don't beat yourself up. You still might get a little mad or in your mind say, and catch yourself. It's about catching yourself, Spirit said. Now catch yourself when you're about ready to respond in a strong tone or angry or disgust or just rolling your eyes. Catch yourself and laugh at it. They're saying, and move on. You caught yourself. It was brought into your awareness. Thank it. Thank those emotions so that you can now move on and experience higher frequency ones. It allows us to relinquish trying to maintain control over something that is much better put into godly hands than ourself in the universe which it operates. Okay, so it's saying the universe is operating from God hands when we just surrender and allow and get out of our own way, detach from the charged emotions. Step back, observe it. You felt it many times. I'm sure you felt that emotion a zillion times. What more is there to gain? Take a step back, laugh, be gentle, say thank you. And say to yourself, I now resonate with the new frequency. I now resonate with a higher frequency. So surrender, allow it, feel it. Don't beat anybody up. Laugh. And as we lighten, I love this part. As we lighten up and just laugh, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to try forcing laugh, because you know how they say speak it until you live it or be it? I'm going to just try laughing when I I'm going to try laughing when I really want to yell and just see what comes. I'm just going to reprogram myself. All right. All right. So Mother Earth heart card. So to me, this was the human mind merging with the God mind. So this is the God part of the power of three. To me, this is the body. It's the heart. It's the heart. It's the feeling and emotions that we came to feel as a human. It's obviously the portal of God source energy as well, but it's bringing awareness to that physical part of us, that physical emotion. And then I'll do a conscious spirit card just to tie it all in. All right. So what does our heart want to bring into our awareness for further alignment? Surrender, allowance, creating, emerge, just all of it. Boop. All right, here we go. This is beautiful. It's a nice rock, and it's just set on Mother Earth on the ground. But what stands out to me, it's solid. So that's showing us being grounded in our physical body and allowing the emotions, surrendering to what we feel, but opening up to higher frequencies and grounding them into our physical body. We have free will. You have authority over anything in your life, in that you can decide how you want to experience it, how you want to see it, what you want to think about it. So if this goes back to my yesterday's message, that you guys have the power, you have the authority. If you're truly God source energy and God created all, you've got the authority to label it, to describe it, to define anything that you are experiencing. You have that power, and it's through that power and connecting to that energy and frequency, then you end up also reflecting that in your life. So this is about grounding those higher frequencies through allowing the love. This looks like a little it's a rose petal, a little rose petal. So roses smell nice, they're fragrant, and we all know to pick a rose or to cut one, you get those thorns. So it's about finding the sweetness in the thorns. It's about knowing that there is love in the thorns. There's something. The thorns are to trigger us to allowing this beautiful essence to flow through us, and surrender and allow it. And you prick your finger and you bleed. Just find that sweetness and know that, hey, you pricked your finger and now it's bleeding. Know that that blood is representing your pure sweetness flowing out of you to be manifested, the spirit of who you are coming into your realization. That's a new way to look at bleeding. All right. So what's it say on the back? Personal vibration. Your heart holds its own unique vibration. Nothing and no one can guide you to unbounded love and joy that your heart beckons forth. So no one can guide you to this or tell you or give you the answers on the outside. They're just operating. Everything outside is reflecting energies, either to embrace or to feel or to surrender to, in order to come and allow and live your divine frequency imprint. None of us are the same. None of us could ever be the same. We've had many journeys. We're existing simultaneously on many timelines, gaining wisdom and knowledge through our experiences that we hold within our cellular memory to aid us in this moment of now. So everybody truly has a different take and expression, an idea. They're just showing me like light. Our light is all finely tuned to what we and who we are. And it's to be grounded. We're here to ground our divine frequency imprint. That is us as a living God in the physical, experiencing, feeling, going through all the frequencies, embodying them in order to ground them, to have that beautiful, sweet smelling experience. You think of roses, you think of love, you might think of romance, you might think of just being by the shore where, on the ocean, they have all of these like roses. This is where this is that grow, and the smell of them, and the divine feminine, and the sweetness in life. That's what they were trying to get me to say. The sweetness of life. It's about grounding the highest frequency you to enjoy the sweetness in life. But they say it's not about trying, it's about allowing allowing all the thorn pricks to bring you to the sweetness of life. Purity, yes. All right, conscious spirit. I'm going to read this one just as a final message from spirit, combining all of the energies. You're welcome, Carolyn. Thank you guys for being here and for creating this message. This is so beautiful. You guys truly are master light blasters, and just laugh at the silliness of our human nature. We came to experience it, and it's all good. It's all good. They're showing me like your higher self sometimes looks at you as that little dog, like a little dog playing or making mistakes. They want you to think of yourself as a puppy that does silly things or trips up in the mud or knocks something down. The puppy's having fun, and they're saying we need to take that kind of energy on more, that of a dog or a puppy, just surrendering to their moment. And no matter what happens, it's like they don't care. They don't care, but they're having fun at the same time. They're showing me just this bouncy puppy. Maybe someone now watching now or later too is got a puppy that they're close to, or a dog, or thinking of it. So always, whatever clicks to you, let it resonate in the way that your divine frequency imprint, how it aligns to your experience. You could be just very much thinking on getting a dog, or, oh, my dog on the other side is communicating with me. It could be as simple as that. Or maybe you're thinking of buying some roses just to brighten up your kitchen and put in a vase. So it's the energies, frequencies are on all levels, from the more surface to the deeper levels. So you can take anything out of any frequency and apply it to how it resonates to your whole experience. All right, so what do we got here? I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. Well, she looks like she's definitely surrendering and giving in. That's kind of the message today. It's about just surrendering to the frequency before you. And the more you just surrender to the frequency before you without that charged emotion and laugh, that kind of emotion opening up and sparks more light and space for you, it's going to bring you more peace and serenity in your world. Is that beautiful? Doesn't it make you just want to be right there? And this is a fairy, and the fairies in general are flitty. They're light. They're flickers of light. So, and they have fun, and they play with Mother Earth and nature. So it's just calling you to relax, also to relax and connect to nature and let it heal you, let it rejuvenate you, because you are one with Mother Earth, and she's going to reflect exactly what you need. Like when you go out and watch the sun rising, it might connect to you in a way that, yeah, every moment is a new day, but yeah, I'm going to take a fresh breath in and a new breath and start my day from a different perspective that benefits me in a positive way. That's uplifting and resting. Or when the sun sets, it's going to affect you. Mother Earth is reflecting the energies we need. It puts you into, that's beautiful. What a beautiful day, or gratitude and thankfulness and a quiet time. Or the trees, when in the winter, there's no leaves, and up here anyways in the north, and it's a time to just kind of go in and with connect. So you're going to be shown what you need through Mother Earth cycles, and where you are and what you're connected to. Water, just sitting quiet and feeling into your emotions, allowing yourself to connect with spirit, represented by the bird. And right here there's a little face. See the little nose, an eye here on that leaf, and an eye here, and then a little mouth. So knowing that you can, and then all of this hair around it, the hair represented by the leaves. Let me just look at this. I want to see what it. So just knowing you're connecting, the universe is within you, and you can call upon your guides and your spirit and those forces that are also you in the invisible, in the etheric, in spirit world. They're always there watching over you, and they're collaborating and coordinating and orchestrating this to be reflected, because you are this and this is you. It's all one. It's merging the dualities. And as we merge dualities and realize nothing is separate from us, that foundation is firmer. It goes back to the beginning message. When we don't separate ourselves, that means that all of the pieces aren't separate. When we know it's all merged together as one, like a yin yang, we're in a more power point. We have more power. I spend every day in 5-acre woods in my backyard. Amy, this is beautiful. You're blessed to be able to do that, and your soul loves that, obviously, and you know that. Beautiful. So your spirit is just recognizing that in you, Amy, and taking the time and appreciating your appreciation. But it's all one. It's all you. It is you. All right, guys, beautiful messages. I bring a chair and sit in the woods every day and merge with nature. My daughter thinks like, oh my God, that's so beautiful, Amy. Amy, where's well, we're obviously also similar because we're all here together under this platform. For me, it's Temple of the Sun, and that's funny, Temple of the Sun. So I named this platform Temple of the Sun because your body is the living temple. It's the living God, and it is literally the sun, the light and love that you are, and honoring your temple. You're not crazy. And honoring those connections in the outside that reflect that purity and clarity of your temple. That's beautiful. So for you, it could be nature. For someone, it could be in an art studio. And for me, it's nature, ocean, too, outdoors, woods. So beautiful. Wherever that frequency is light, that is reflecting your soul's calling. So beautiful. Araceli, thank you. Um, if you guys shared out, want a real quickie, let me know. If you want a personal, I will stick my thing up there. Just if you want a more, if anyone out there wants now or later too, if someone watches later and wishes that they were on the live when I popped on, just message me, and I can also do a private reading, obviously, always. So if you're needing some guidance or some insight or need a different perspective on something you're going through, a higher frequency perspective or guidance of your higher self speaking, and through a read through me or channeling or intuition, reach out. And that's different than me coming to you. I'm just saying that from my mouth. So it's not a spammer. It's not a spammer. So many times you get these spammers or trolls and they're saying, request me, please friend request me. I won't do that. I'll say, hey, if you want a reading, inbox me. But I won't all right. And anybody who's meant will already be friends. So I won't ask to be friends. It will happen divine timing. All right. So if anyone wants a personal and you made a donation, let me know. Otherwise, I will pull you a really quick message. They're saying lighten it up and pull a rebel deck. I'm going to do a rebel deck for anyone who shared out. And this is just kind of like the human mind kind of higher insight, the ego, the higher mind talking to the ego. So if you guys shared out and want a quick, and these are raw and they can be whatever, like just straight in your face human stuff, I'm going to just pull one. So if anyone out there wants a quickie, let me know if you shared out. And if anyone made a donation for a power of 3, let me know. A short power of 3. I do have power of 3s on my Temple of the Sun. They're a longer version. Quickie. Anyone want a card for sharing out? All right, Amy. Amy. So again, these are to kind of make you laugh, not to be taken literally. They're usually symbolically. And this is purple, representing that spirit chakra, Christ consciousness, unconditional love. And what it says is step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirula taste like ass. So it's just telling you, Amy, to follow your natural inclinations and don't do something because you think you have to. Again, you have got the power. You can define and create the experience through your frequency, whatever you're eating or whatever you're taking, whatever you're drinking. And I'm not, I'm just going to say that you have the power to infuse it through your frequency of love, joy, and thankfulness as you are eating and ingesting. Don't do it because you think it's good for you. Do it because you enjoy it as well. There's a balance, obviously. So I think this is saying indulge in something in the senses, whether it be eating or just the senses, like you were laying out, enjoying the acres and the sun. It's just saying, do that. If you feel you're supposed to be working, but you really are being called to lay in the sun, lay in the sun. So it's just saying, let go of the have-tos from the outside world. Eat some yummy shit, bacon, chocolate, beer, whatever that is for you. Get some. All right. Good message. That's how you honor your temple, honoring it, not doing what someone is telling you to do based on their frequency and experience. Just because it works for somebody outside of you doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Say somebody who's on a certain diet and they are the epitome of health, they feel good, they love it, that's great. That worked for their frequency. And you could say, well, why are they in my reality? Well, they're just showing how when they tune into their frequency and their vibration, that's what they're reflecting, that can be done for you. But is it going to be done for you in the same way? No. Tune into your tuner. Tune into your God source energy, not from the outside, but from the inside. Anyone else? Anyone else there want a rubble deck? All right, I guess I'm signing off. All right, guys, thank you for being present. Your presence is really a moment of you to bring your awareness, to surrender to the moment, and to really, really enrich yourself with all that is available in the moment of now. It's created by you, for you. And when you utilize all the resources and the energy, then you can move on to the next thing. Then you can take on the next adventure. Thank you, guys. May you all shine with the entirety, not just a little spark, but the entirety of all the love and light that you are.